Today I'm going to show you how I grew my chest and shoulders over the last 3 years as a natural lifter. Starting off, I like to warm up my shoulders with some rotator cuff work. I'll usually do 2 to 3 warm-up sets around 10 to 12 reps just to get everything moving, ready for the workout. Once my shoulders are warm, I move into some form of incline press. Depending on how I feel that day, I'll either use dumbbells or a Smith machine. I always start with a lighter weight and gradually work my way up to the working set. Once I'm fully warmed up, I'll choose the heaviest weight I can handle for about 6 to 8 reps and take that set all the way to failure. I usually do anywhere between 3 to 4 sets, gradually decreasing the weight as my muscles fatigue and my strength starts to fade. One thing I always keep in mind is controlling the weight on the negative. Slowing down keeps the tension on the muscle you're actually trying to target instead of just moving the weight from point A to point B. As you progressively get stronger, you'll eventually start hitting 10, 12, or even more reps with the same weight. Once that happens consistently, it's time to increase the weight until you're back into that 6 to 8 rep range. As you build muscle and get stronger, your muscles are going to need more tension to continue growing. Easiest way to create tension is by gradually loading the muscles with heavier weight. Just make sure that you're doing it with proper form. Progressive overload only works if you're actually training the target muscle, not just trying to move the most weight. After I've destroyed my upper chest, I'll move on to a standing lateral raise. I'll either use dumbbells or a machine if the gym I'm at has one. Building bigger side delts is one of the best ways to create that aesthetic V taper, so I really like to focus on these. I'll usually do anywhere from 5 to 6 sets, taking each set to failure in the 8 to 12 rep range. You don't want to go too heavy on these. Once the weight gets too heavy, you start recruiting other muscles such as your traps to get the weight up. Choosing a lighter weight with good control is the best option for this one. Once my shoulders are cooked and my chest has recovered a bit, I'll hop onto the pec deck. This is usually my second chest movement in my workout. If the machine's taken, I'll swap it out for cable flies. I like having both the pressing movement and a fly movement in my program. Throwing in a fly movement is great because you're able to get a deep stretch that you wouldn't get from a flat press. Flat press is a great movement, but it's pretty similar to an incline press, so if I've already done a pressing movement, I'd rather switch to a fly. That way I'm training my chest through a different movement instead of being redundant. The same idea applies here. I'll do 3 hard sets aiming to fail anywhere between 6 to 8 reps. On my final set, I'll usually throw in a rest pause set. That means I'll hit failure, lower the weight a bit, take a few seconds to recover and dap up the bro, then jump right back in and squeeze out as many extra reps as I can. It's a great way to push the muscle beyond failure and to really finish it off. As you can see, my training is actually pretty simple and it only takes about an hour to complete. People have this misconception that you need to spend hours in the gym, when in reality, the intensity that you bring to your workout matters more than the amount of volume, sets, and exercises that you do. Your goal should be to take the muscle to failure, or at least very close to it. In the end, consistency is what yields the best results. I've been training for about 3 years now, going on 4. When I started, I had no clue what I was doing. Hope this was helpful. I'll be dropping more videos like this, so if there's anything you'd like to see, feel free to share it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.